أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
Hello, Muslim friends of the world. The history of Islam in Italy began in the 9th century when Sicily was conquered by Islamic rulers. The Muslim presence has existed since 872 AD when the first conquest of Mazara until 1300 AD. From then until the 1970s, Islam could be said to have been absent in Italy. The island of Pantelleria, located between the western tip of Sicily and North Africa, was conquered by the Arabs in 700 AD. Previously, the Arabs had controlled the Roman-controlled region of Sicily in 652, 667, and 720 AD. Magistrates from Sicily who rebelled against the Byzantine Empire asked Muslims for help. Hakim Aghlabid of Ifriqiyah sent Arabs, Berbers, and Andalusians to conquer Sicily in 827, 830 and 875 AD. The troops were led, among others, by Asad ibn al-Furat. Palermo fell to the Muslims in 831 AD, followed by Messina in 843 AD and Syracuse in 878 AD. In 902 AD, Aghlabid himself led an army to capture Taormina. Reggio Calabria fell in 918 AD and Rometta in 964 AD. Under Muslim leadership, the agricultural sector developed rapidly and was export-oriented. Arts and crafts flourished in the cities. Palermo, as the capital of the Muslims at that time, had 300,000 residents. This number exceeds the entire population of Germany. The Muslim-conquered local population was largely Catholic in western Sicily. In the eastern part of the island there are also large numbers of Jews. They are given the freedom to follow their religion, but there are a number of restrictions. They are required to pay jizya or income tax and carriage or land tax. They do not have to pay zakat. Jizya is paid as a sign of submission to Islamic rule. In return, the population is protected from foreign and internal aggression. They can avoid this status. The way to do this is by embracing Islam. Most Sicilians eventually converted to Islam. Until the mid-11th century, Muslims were the majority in Sicily. For decades, Muslims controlled the Mediterranean and attacked cities on the Italian coast. After conquering the Visigoths in Spain, Arabs and Berbers from Septimania and Narbonne invaded northern Italy in 729 to 765 AD. Ragusa in Sicily was conquered between 868 and 870 AD. In 1059 AD, the Normans from southern Italy led by Roger I took control of the island of Sicily. The Normans conquered Reggio in 1060 AD. Palermo fell from Muslim rule in 1072 AD and Syracuse in 1088 AD. In 1090 to 1091 AD, the Normans succeeded in controlling Malta and Pantelleria in 1123 AD. A small number of Muslims remained in Sicily under the Normans. Initially, they were tolerant of Muslims, but pressure from the Pope encouraged discrimination. Most mosques were destroyed or converted into churches. The Ottomans extended their power to Italy in the 15th century. Until the 16th century, various conquests and tug-of-war struggles for power in Italian cities followed one another. In January 2005, the number of Muslims in Italy was recorded at 34% of the 2,400,000 foreigners living in Italy. The number of foreign Muslims who have obtained Italian citizenship is estimated at between 30 to 50,000 people. The number of native Italians who converted to Islam was less than 10,000. Currently, Muslims make up 1.4% of Italy's population. In 2012, according to the Union of Italian Islamic Communities, UCOI, there were 150,000 Muslims with Italian citizenship out of a million Muslim population. The agency stated that as many as 70,000 Italians converted to Islam. According to UCOI, the increasing number of Italians embracing Islam is due to the economic and value crisis they are experiencing. During this time, Italy is known for its delicious pizza and pasta. For Italians, pasta has become an everyday food. It doesn't feel complete if you don't have a serving of pasta in one day. Well, in the land of the Tower of Pisa, finding minced meat which is a friend for pasta is not difficult, especially when it is slaughtered, it says the name of Allah. There is a halal butcher shop in the city of Messina, a small city in Italy. Because in this country Islam continues to develop from time to time. Since the 9th century, the presence of Muslims in Italy has continued to increase through Sicily as the gateway to Islam from North Africa. Today, almost 2 million Muslims live in Italy. However, to this day Italy itself still does not fully recognize the existence of the Rahmatan lil Alamin religion, even though Islam is inscribed in many pages of the country's history. In contrast to England and Germany, which have hundreds of mosques with distinctive domes and minarets, in Italy there are only 2 large mosques. Both are located in the city of Rome. However, many immigrants continue to arrive to earn a living in the Italian capital. Most of those who came from Islamic countries. Since then, Italy has become a country that is more open to the multicultural wave after the economic crisis that hit since early 2010. Muslims who came to Italy from time to time eventually formed the Young Italian Muslim Community or Giovani Musulmani d'Italia, GMI. GMI is a large organization that covers all young Muslims in Italy and is based in the city of Milan. This organization has been around for 15 years and its members continue to grow. The community also spreads in every corner of Italy.